Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another video. I'm actually going to be taking a look at the 2022 Hummer EV. I know there has already been a lot of videos made on this new Hummer, and honestly this isn't going to be the most informative video out there. Just letting you guys know right off the bat, this is actually going to be my first in-depth kind of like look at this Hummer. And now that being said, I have seen the ad for it and the trailer for it or whatever when it did release. Overall, it's going to be definitely a revolutionary truck. Not just revolutionary for the brands, like the Hummer brands, but also just revolutionary for the future of vehicles and for the future of off-road vehicles specifically. Now, just off the top of my head, the only fully electric truck that has really made recent headlines is the Tesla Cybertruck. But Tesla has a long history of kind of releasing cars and then not actually making those cars. Something that we've seen currently with the Tesla Roadster, where they've been saying that they're going to make it for multiple years now. I have a funny feeling that's going to be the same case with the Cybertruck. I don't actually think they even released a starting date of production yet, or like a final production model at all. So honestly, I feel like this new Hummer EV might be out on the roads even sooner before the Cybertruck. So anyways guys, before we actually get into this video further, definitely be sure to subscribe down below for more videos on automotive news, car reviews, DIY videos, things of that nature. And definitely be sure to leave a like down below. It helps me out a lot. Also, if you want to support my channel, there's a link down below to my merchandise. I don't only have a few designs on there right now, but definitely go check that out if you want to support me monetarily as well. So now actually taking a look at GMC.com. Right now we are on the Hummer EV page. They have the whole trailer here as well. I'll probably leave a link to it down in the description below, but I'm not going to play it because I know that there's actually copyright music on there. But I did just want to look at these 4 features. So 3 of the 4 features I really think is awesome. The power, first off, which is just completely unprecedented for a gas-powered vehicle. But again, this is electric, so you have all of that 11,500 foot-pounds of torque available instantly, which is pretty amazing. Now this watts to freedom is actually pretty interesting. I believe it's more of like a sport mode or a launch control, but they're saying it will actually allow the truck to propel from 0 to 60 in approximately 3 seconds. And then the infinity roof, which is kind of like a mix between a T-tops and also like a removable hardtop, because when it actually has the top off, I saw in the video, it does keep like the line in the center, as well as like it's pretty much like a T-top, but again, it's removable. It fits in the front trunk as well as the rear trunk. But this 4th option is something that is definitely a red flag for me. Again, they might have the technology for this. It might be extremely efficient, but pretty much what it is, it's called Super Cruise. It's like a cruise control with different options is the best way I can describe it. But one thing that I really don't like on it is that it has hands-free driving with automatic lane changing on certain specific roads, they said. Honestly, I mean, in the trailer too, it says it only works on compatible roads. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's just certain like freeways in the United States of America or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But to me, that's just like a huge red flag right there. I know Tesla has kind of introduced the self-driving car, stuff like that. But honestly, from a driving standpoint, I'd much rather have full control of my vehicle. I honestly don't even like some of like the regular like mechanical driver assisting things that come in like these newer vehicles, because I did do a review on the 2021 Toyota Supra. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link in the top of the video right now. But one thing I actually did see is that the new Mark V Supras are actually experiencing a problem now. Now I don't know if it was just in the 2020 or if it's in both the 2020 and the 2021, but they're experiencing a problem where if you pretty much go full throttle on it, the steering like locks up, or it actually turns when it's not supposed to turn, which has actually led to multiple Mark V Supras now actually being totaled on the street. Now this is not something that I'm just making up. I definitely do remember at least one video where I actually did see it, like on Instagram or something. But again, that's just one instance. There's been many other different features throughout the year, like new features that have actually caused to be more detrimental than convenient to the drivers. Now that being said though, there's definitely a lot of new and innovative things, such as this crab walk feature. Now I know the new Hummer is coming with 4-wheel steering, which isn't as innovative as this, and I do think the four-wheel steering is good, but this crab walk feature is actually pretty sick. So pretty much what it is, I'll play this with no volume. So as you can see, they got kind of like the demonstration. Now just take a look at the actual direction of the vehicle. So it's pretty much like four-wheel steering, except all going one way. So it's pretty cool. It's going to allow the truck to actually drive diagonal. Now I don't know if the extent of that is just the 10 degrees that they demonstrated right there, but that is definitely something that would for sure be useful if you're off-roading in extreme conditions such as this. Now, one other off-roading feature that I absolutely love is the extract mode, which is pretty much an air ride suspension. It does have a 6-inch lift, which is pretty cool. So if you're having problems like actually clearing a rock, you just go over it, and I'm assuming just, yeah, press a button and the entire truck should lift up 6 inches, which again is not something that's super innovative. I think I feel like they've definitely been around for a decent amount of time now, but it's pretty cool that they're kind of compiling all these different features into one. There's also a bunch of little stuff that hasn't really been added to other trucks but is pretty ingenious, such as the cameras on the bottom like of the truck there. So you can see there's one front facing camera as well as a rear facing camera. Now I don't know how they're attached, how secure they are in case you actually scrape while off-roading, but again, that's something that I haven't really seen on any truck, and it's something that's not super revolutionary, but it's definitely ingenious, and it's definitely something that's going to be replicated now that it's actually out. So yeah, it goes on to talk about more of the features, and here, this is what I was talking about before, the infinity roof they're calling it. It's pretty much a mix between a T-top and a target top. Like, it's a removable hardtop, so you can still get the feeling of a convertible, but all you have to do is kind of just clip the piece back in there, and it's a regular truck again. And I would have to assume that it's definitely a lot more secure and safe than a soft top. This I find kind of funny and kind of cheesy. Not fast, but super fast. The interior also looks really sick, very simplistic, but very futuristic as well. And I believe this is actually the interior for the highest trim, which we're actually going to be talking about the trims right now. So here you guys can see the initial 4 trims for this 2022 Hummer EV. So one thing that I do find pretty cool is GMC is actually not letting any dealerships to go ahead and mark up this truck. So the MSRPs that you guys are seeing here right now, besides delivery costs and stuff like that, is pretty much just what you're going to be paying if you're going to go ahead and buy one of these trucks. So the Hummer EV Edition 1 is the best of the best. That's the one that comes with a stock 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 foot-pounds of torque, which is unbelievable. And that comes with everything, and that is just shy of 113,000 US dollars, which is absolutely mind-blowing that a Hummer costs that much. But I guess in today's day and age, when we're seeing the new Corvettes and the new GT500s going for 6 figures, it's just pretty crazy that we're seeing these name brands like the Hummer, Mustang, and Corvette going for that much money. But hey, I mean, mechanically, they're definitely worth it. And I can't really say that for this Hummer right now because it's not actually on the road. It hasn't really been driven that much yet. So we'll see how it holds up when it's actually on the road, but this is something that I also find pretty interesting as well. So this one, the reservations are already full. It's going to be available in the fall of next year, 2021. Now this is actually the Hummer EV3X, which is basically the second best one, just under $100,000. And this is going to be available fall of 2022. Now we see the same with the 2X, which is spring 2023, and then the EV2, which is spring 2024. So one thing that's pretty interesting is they basically made the best of the best available first, and then they're kind of giving us cheaper, more stripped down options as time progresses, which is kind of interesting to me because I don't know, I guess I would figure that you would go for the like regular stripped down base model first and then kind of go up from there. Like now we're actually seeing kind of like teases and sneak peeks to the kind of Raptor edition Ford Bronco Warthog that's actually going to be coming out, which is going to probably have a V8. Who knows? We don't really know that much information on it right now, but that's something that, I mean, it doesn't matter what the vehicle is. It could be a car, truck, whatever. I feel like normally the manufacturers actually come out with the bottom of the line first and then kind of work their way up. I guess GMC's taking a different approach, and I feel like, I mean, hey, reservations are already full for this EV Edition 1, so I guess the hype is definitely helping out their sales for sure. But I'm really interested to see how good the EV2 and the EV2X are in the future for sure. So that being said, guys, pretty much just a short video today, taking my kind of like first look at the Hummer. I'll leave a link to this website in the description below. It's pretty much just GMC's website, but if you want to go there, watch the trailer for yourself, look at all the different available options for the different trim levels that will be available for this Hummer in the future. Overall, I think this is probably going to be a great truck. It's definitely going to revolutionize the Hummer name. The last Hummer we had was, I believe, the H2, and that was a piece of crap. I mean, obviously the H1 was like the military spec one, so that one was awesome, but the H2 really kind of ruined Hummer's name for a decent amount of time. So it's definitely a blindside that GMC is coming out with this Hummer, but I mean, it's also probably expected as well, considering that Ford's now coming out with the Bronco, as well as Jeep Wrangler is actually coming out with 392 Jeep. So a lot of awesome off-road toys coming here in America in the next couple of years, and I cannot wait to see one of these on the road. It's going to be pretty trippy to see a full-blown like Hummer making no noise whatsoever. But yeah, that's pretty much just going to wrap it up for today. Definitely let me know down in the comments below if you think GMC hit an absolute home run with this Hummer, or if you think it's probably going to be a bust. Definitely let me know your opinions down below. But like always, guys, thank you for all support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.